the rumor correct that there will be some kind of tree planting event tomorrow or so?
That's a very good point. Yeah, tomorrow about 80 children from Freiburg will come together here and have a Plant for the Planet Academy. And then, of course, we're going to plant trees with all these new ambassadors here. And I hope that afterwards they will start a Plant for the Planet club, talk to their mayor to convince him to support them, and really start a Plant for the Planet, a tree planting movement here in Freiburg.
Thank you.
Hello, Felix. This is Winfried speaking. That was a great talk. I was very much impressed. And actually, for the last 2 days, I was discussing with many people how we can spread the news about renewable energy, photovoltaics, and wind. So I wonder how you could really help with your global gathering of young people to help to get that message really spread. I really would like to discuss with you further how we could join together in order to make it possible. So thank you very much for your great speech.
Thank you, and I'd be very happy to discuss that later on. I don't think I have the solutions there, but all our ambassadors are obviously talking about it in all their presentations of how important it is to use renewable energies.
I recognize a lady in the third row from behind.
Hi, thanks. I would like to know how you can find all the free spaces where you can plant your trees then. Is it offered by some companies or some landowners? Are they coming up to you, or do your ambassadors see them? That would be my question.
Thank you. So all our ambassadors work independently in their local clubs, and they organize these kinds of things independently, and it really depends on the country. Sometimes these ambassadors talk to their local foresters or their local mayors or work together with local companies to find these spaces. But in our bigger forestation projects, like the one in Mexico, our Plant for the Planet Foundation owns the land on which we're planting these trees, so that we can make absolutely sure that all the trees we plant with donations, that we can secure what happens to them, so that not in a couple of years there will be a hotel there or something, but we can be absolutely sure what happens there.
Yes, next is here.
Felix, my name is Juras Talukdar. I'm coming from Bangladesh origin, but I live in Bonn. And I want to ask you how many peoples or how many children are for the organization, for this management and everything. Can you give us some dates?
Sure. So we have the 55,000 ambassadors around the world, with probably another 100,000 or so children and youth involved. And then we at Plant for the Planet have about 100 or somewhat over 100 employees. Of them, 78 work in the actual tree planting. And then we have a few offices around the world that help us and help people all around the world organize these Plant for the Planet academies. And we have about 20 employees in Tutzing near Munich, some more in Hamburg, and in Spain, Mexico, and a couple of countries. I am part of the global board of Plant for the Planet, along with a couple of other ambassadors that are elected every year to lead the entire organization.
Yep.
It is very impressive presentation by such a young talents, and it is really, really impressive. And I am again impressive because we have also been, I am from Nepal, we have also been involved in planting of trees for the several years. In the areas, in the so difficult areas, the sloping land, degraded lands, marginality, everything is there, every problems are there, soil erosion, less productivity. And because to tackle those problems that we have been also moving to plant millions and millions trees and shrubs, non-timber forest products, which can give both the income generation, livelihood support, because we need the first priority to support the livelihood, addressing livelihood, because poverty is rampant in our areas. Along with the severity in the natural calamities like soil erosion, landslide, everything is there. So it is good to hear me that such a young talents worldwide campaigning such a very good innovations, good job, good initiatives by planting trees to tackle the climate change risk, that we would like to join you hand in the coming days, that even our young people's talents, they can join with you to go to plant millions and million trees and shrubs in the days to come ahead. I very appreciate you for your presentations and your initiative that you have done in your own in such areas. This is very, very impressive to me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We actually have several hundred ambassadors in Nepal, many in Kathmandu, that are very active there, and I'm sure we can connect you to them to work together there. And I think you're raising a very important point. In addition to storing carbon, these trees have many other benefits. They will allow us to create millions of jobs in the countries where we need them most, but they also mean that we're growing resources that we can use in the future.
Thank you. The last question from there.
Thank you, Mr. Finkbeiner, for this inspiring talk. Was really interesting, and you did some research on this topic, I heard, especially from Yale. And my question is, which tree is the best one to plant today? Or is it the right mixture?
That's a very good question. What's very important, first of all, is that you plant a mixture of trees. You don't plant monocultures, but always a diversity of trees. And the trees really depend on the region as well. And in addition, but what one generally simple rule you can follow is the faster a tree grows, the more carbon it stores. So plant fast growing trees, but obviously with a diversity.
Thank you very much indeed. And this afternoon we had a wonderful presentation from a lady from Indonesia talking about the tree diversity in Borneo and Kalimantan, saying that there are more than 100 on a very small plot. And this, I believe, is the good kind of forest. Monocultures are terrible. Okay, now then, thank you very much again and congratulations.